kings. On your knees, darling. All hail. Bow down to the king.
What's going on, everybody? Back with a video, and this week, or this day, I don't say week, it's about WWE Elimination Chamber. So you have the WWE World Heavyweight Championship alongside me, because they're not one title. So, anyways, ATH Great, or the Great 522 off YouTube, if you guys know him. He asked me if I was gonna make a video, and so yeah, definitely gonna make a prediction video. This is my second take with this camera. It's like my 7th take. Apparently technology is against me nowadays, so here we go. Hopefully this time it actually works out. Have a UFC belt over my shoulder because Saturday Ronda Rousey is defending her title, and I love the belt. It's beautiful. Anyways, let me just get right to it. I don't know the order of the matches. I do know the kickoff match is Cody Rhodes and Goldust, the Rhodes brothers versus Ryback and Curtis Axel. Ryback and Curtis Axel were once, singles stars on the rise, if you want to call them. Axel being a former IC champion, Ryback being a former contender for the WWE title against Cena at one point, several times. Now they're tag teams, throwing mid cards, but I think they're going to win this match. Just because I think Goldust and Cody Rhodes are bound to break up sometime. And I know Goldust said they're not going to fight each other, him and Cody at WrestleMania. I still think it's a possibility because they do need to fill that card up, and that'll be a good match to throw in there. Especially the way Cody Rhodes has been wrestling. I mean, Goldust has been wrestling with his age and whatnot. I don't think Goldust wants to leave WWE just yet. So I don't know the stipulation if they were to have the match with. I don't know what the stipulation would be because I think everybody was assuming like a career match, Cody versus Goldust, and Cody coming out on top. But that's just my opinion. I just think that they're going to end up losing this match and they're going to have to break up eventually. That's just that. I'm going on to the next match. Like I said, I don't know the order. I'm just going to go tag team to individuals because I don't see him doing tag back to back. Darren Young versus Titus O'Neil, the former primetime players, recently broke up. I know that they would like to give Titus O'Neil a singles push due to his size and his athletic ability. Honestly, I thought he was. I didn't really see much of him. I do watch him sometimes, but the gimmick was boring and annoying. He does have the build to be a superstar, but his in-ring ability doesn't really stand out to me. But it's WWE, and you know what they do. They do the physique test, if you want to call it. If you're big and you're muscular, you got a shot. Hence, Ryback. But I think Darren Young is going to end up winning this match, being that he's an underdog and he's the recent face. I don't see him losing, but who knows what WWE does nowadays. So that's just that. Don't really care for this match. The next match, I'm going to go with the tag team title match. New Age Outlaws versus the Usos. I love the Usos. I think they're going to be, a tag team to be reckoned with for many years to come. They're going to be, I think in my opinion, a tag team that you'll probably remember as, like you remember the Dudleys, Jeff Hardy, the Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian. I'm putting them in that tier. They have the talent. Maybe the PG era holds them back. We'll see. But I don't see them winning the titles. I think the New Age Outlaws are going to continue to hold the titles. I think one of the main reasons they got the titles put on them is to give the tag team division some relevancy, since it's been lacking relevance for a while, let's be honest. And that's WWE's fault. They keep throwing tag teams together and giving them the titles. Hence Goldust and Cody Rhodes, although I did like that tag team at the time. But yeah, I think that's why one of the reasons the New Age Outlaws we're going to retain. The other reason is probably the whole authority and being Triple H's boys. That has to factor in some way, somehow, in my opinion. So I see them retaining. The next match, the Intercontinental Championship match, Big E Langston versus Jack Swagger. Don't see Big E Langston losing because he just got the title like, what, 2 months ago? 3 months ago? If I'm correct, I don't remember the exact date. But he's been a champion. He hasn't been a champion for that long. Jack Swagger, I think him and Cesaro are bound to break up. Although they are getting some good crowd reactions, some face crowd reactions. The crowd is behind them with the whole "We the People," so who knows if they end up, turning face. But I just don't see them winning the titles, and I see WWE giving Cesaro that singles push, as I'll touch on to that a little bit later. So I see Jack Swagger losing, and probably have him break off of the Real Americans with Cesaro and Zeb Coulter. Like I said, I'll touch on that later. I'm going to try to at least. So yeah, Big E Langston winning that. The next match, I'm going to go Batista and Alberto Del Rio. This match, really, I don't care for it. We all know Batista's going to win. There's no way Batista loses, on the pay-per-view before Mania, where he's going to main event, unfortunately. Alberto Del Rio was talking crap, and there's rumors of ADR, is going to leave WWE anyways after his contract's up. So yeah, Batista's probably going to dominate that match, unless Del Rio, beats up on Batista and gets disqualified or some crazy stuff like that happens, and then that feud goes on to a couple weeks after Raw. I don't know, but I highly doubt that feud will continue to go on after Elimination Chamber. I see Batista winning this, again, obvious reasons. And then the next following match, a great match we're all looking forward to, the Wyatts versus the Shield. Who's the better faction? The Wyatts are going to win this match. I don't see them losing. The Shield have to break up. Roman Reigns has to take off. He's one of the next faces of WWE. I say one of them because they do have a few options. Let's see if WWE actually takes them. But Roman Reigns does have the athletic ability, the build, the size, the in-ring ability. He pretty much has the whole package. Have to see how his mic skills, come about. So far, they're alright. They're pretty good. I don't see them as being great. I think Dean Ambrose is the better mic. Better one with the mic in the whole faction. I do like Seth Rollins as well. I think he can be, a sleeper as a champion. But the whole issue with the size, we'll see what happens. But anyways, I see them breaking up. I don't know how exactly they're gonna break up, but this is probably gonna be the main reason why they break up. Probably Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose are gonna probably feud or something like that. The Wyatts, I don't see them losing. They're the hottest faction. They're the hottest thing right now out. So yeah, can't tell you how it's gonna happen, but the Wyatts are gonna win. Now to the big bang, the big match, the Elimination Chamber. Christian, Sheamus, John Cena, Cesaro, Randy Orton the champion, and Mr. Yes himself, Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan's not winning this match. Daniel Bryan's not winning the title. In my opinion, sorry to break your hearts. Christian, just a throw-in. I think CM Punk was probably supposed to be in this match, but he left. I think Christian's probably going to be the first one eliminated. I kind of do like that little heel turn he's been doing, or he did on Raw. I don't know if you guys noticed it. Sheamus, I don't know what they're gonna do with him just yet. Does he feud with the Wyatts or someone from the Shield? I don't know just yet. John Cena and Daniel Bryan. Well, John Cena himself, he had that whole Wyatt situation, so maybe the Wyatts screw him out of the title picture again. Because Mr. Super Cena can't lose, fair and square for the most part. He always ends up getting screwed, so he can get another title shot. Maybe the Wyatts come in and screw Bryan, Cena, and Sheamus, have them face. I don't know, but some way somehow Randy Orton's gonna retain the titles. I think he'll probably end up pinning Daniel Bryan, but not cleanly. Like I said, some way somehow he's not gonna win this match clean. Some way somehow, probably Daniel Bryan will end up getting screwed again, and that'll probably continue, so on and so forth. I don't see Bryan I don't see them throwing Bryan into a triple threat match at Mania for the title. WWE, rarely ever does that. I think Daniel Bryan's time will come after WrestleMania at Extreme Rules in his home state of Washington, and I think that's when he'll end up finally winning the title. Although, if it was up to me, I'd have him win the title at the biggest pay-per-view at WrestleMania. That'll be the best opportunity to give Daniel Bryan the titles. I don't know if they're going to end up changing the titles too. They're supposed to, there's rumors. I know the new logo's already out, and they're already using it for NXT and something else. We'll see. I can't wait for the Raw, though, after Extreme Rules. After Elimination Chamber. That's the Raw I'm really looking forward to. I haven't looked forward to a Raw for a long, long time. Well, probably after Mania last year. But that's pretty much it. That's what this video is about. Comment, rate, share, subscribe. Leave your predictions below or make a video. Any questions, leave them below. If any, a request for a future video, let me know. That's it, guys. Check you guys out later. Oh man, I had the shout outs over there. Shout out to the usual Todd Matsuoka, Gmail for Life, Loco 132-159, Eddie the Man, Replica Pro Wrestling. I think that's his thing. I had it written down, I forgot it. J.R. Reed, ATH the Great 522, Syndicate V, Danny Galvez, Bobby 2081C, Andre Reyes. He's got a few bucks for sale. I know Todd has a few bucks for sale. Check them guys out. Phone is dying. See you guys later, man.